Um, okay. So, yeah, this is pretty much disgusting. Camel wrapped around the Wii Fit games. Sorry, I have my gloves off right now, so you can technically see that they're not quite my gloves. Sorry, it looks like a human hand when I take off my gloves, but really it ain't a human hand. She's still eating it. This might be a long video, just to say. Just sit there and watch her eat. Yeah, you're good. Need to change the little angle here. There. You're good. Oh my gosh, it almost used the pencil on the ground. I think she's about done.
When it came to my imagination, things would get dramatic. The little 9-year-old me, when extremely bored, would get up from lying dormant on the floor, log on to my dad's computer, whose password I found on a piece of paper in the kitchen, download music onto my MP3 player. You guys remember those? They're like phones, but without the phone part. Put on my Dollar Tree headphones, and finally, take on a 10,000-man army. Okay, hear me out. This is probably like one of the most embarrassing things, but I don't care. I just want to say my imagination was incredibly high at the time. So basically the scenario is I was like fighting for a princess that was like behind me on the floor. No, don't die. You know,
Princess.
Like, shut up. I'm saving you. And then I'd turn around, there'd be like this huge guy. His name was Greglor. Greglor was like super buff and super strong. Had like really cool armor on at the same time. This guy turn around, the princess, I'd be like, Princess, I need you to go now. Leave! The princess would be like, oh no! I have to protect you and this country. Are you ready for? Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to kick you in the face. Freaking stupid face. Good. Men, prepare the arrows. Oh crap. Princess, I need you to go. I need you to go right now. But I don't know. Don't die. Princess, just go. Gosh, leave. I don't know what was going on in my head. I was just really bored. Really wanted to be a hero. And I think I probably stole this scene from like Naruto or something. But like, I
Naruto.
look up in the sky, in my imaginated sky, and there's just like a billion.
I still don't understand why she'd want to go out with me.
Your balls.
Among other things.
Sorry, dumb ads.
Imagine if Netflix, YouTube, and Hulu never existed. What would you be watching right now? Would you be watching this? I don't think so. You'd be watching this box right here. A television. On this device, instead of picking what you wanted to watch and when you wanted to watch it, the television would decide all that for you. And instead of watching a single 5-second skippable ad in the beginning, you'd have to watch 5 30-second long unskippable ads. Can you think of anything more annoying? An advertisement right in the middle of your show? I don't know if my parents were being cheap or trying to discourage an unhealthy habit of watching too much TV, but growing up, my parents didn't have cable television at all in the house. Now, in this modern day and age of online content, some of you are living perfectly content lives without cable. I know I am. But you have to understand, in the early 2000s, online video wasn't a thing. Yeah, YouTube was created in 2005, but what did that have? This guy at a zoo? That's lame. So being an early 2000s kid, you had to get your cartoons through the TV. And if your parents didn't pay $65 a month to get cable, then you didn't get the channels with SpongeBob, Jimmy Neutron, or Courage the Cowardly Dog. The only thing you got was this green brother and sister called PBS Kids. And whatever these things were. PBS
The
Kids
Teletubbies?
stands for Public Broadcasting Service. Kids. That meant all the shows on PBS Kids were government or privately funded. So the shows on PBS didn't really have any commercials per se, but they did have the same sponsorship ads that would play a message before every show. If you grew up on PBS Kids, then Juicy Juice and Where a Kid Can Be a Kid is just engraved in your memory. And also, every show would thank you, the viewer, for watching, and I think that's really nice. So, everyone watching this, you're welcome. I'm kinda glad my parents didn't buy cable, because instead of spending hours of my time watching mindless television, I spent hours of my time watching television with morals and math. Yep, a lot of shows on
The
PBS were
morals
either
and math.
educational or taught you how to be a good person. The shows I'm gonna mention had pretty crazy concepts, but the conflicts in each episode were very down-to-earth and slice-of-life-y, almost like the shows were made for children. Like in Clifford the Big Red Dog. It's a show about this girl's dog who grew up to be the size of a freaking house for no reason except for the fact that the girl loved the dog so much that he grew up to be a monster.
That looks ridiculous.
You don't love it enough. And it probably doesn't love you. So, yeah, Giant Red Dog is a pretty weird premise, but the episodes were about everyday things. Like this blue dog feels bad that he tore up his owner's sweater, and his friends tell him to just be honest, and he does, and everyone's happy.
Okay, you probably don't want to see this anymore, so I'm gonna end the freaking video.